Here's how to call the girls that you meet on dating apps. Now, years ago when I was single, I was setting a lot of dates over text, and I was finding that a lot of these girls were flaking on the dates because I never had a chance to pick up the phone, call them, and get them excited about the date. When you pick up the phone and call them, you get to be funny, you get to have them laughing, and they started to get a sense of who you are, and they start to get excited about showing up to this date. So once you get that phone number, the first thing in question is, when do you call? So when you call, really you want to do it in advance of that upcoming weekend. So ideally you're going to wait about 2 or 3 days after you get that number, but you want to make sure you give enough time to set plans for that upcoming weekend. So if I got her number on a Monday, I'm probably going to call no later than a Wednesday or so, just to make sure that I can have the chance to see her for that weekend if she's available. Now, if you call and she doesn't pick up, don't text her afterwards. Don't leave a voicemail. Just wait. But if she answers the phone, don't explain. Don't say your last name. Don't explain where you met. Just say, hey, it's Benny. Don't use my name. If you spend time telling her where you met her from, basically you're making it seem like you're not the kind of person to be remembered or to be taken seriously. Now, sometimes you can get girls that are socially awkward or shy, or just people that don't flow well enough in the conversation. They're not investing enough. So when you call a girl, you need to be able to kind of run your mouth in the beginning of the conversation just for long enough to make her feel comfortable or to buy into the conversation. But if you do all the talking, I guarantee that conversation is not going to end in a date. You have to make her invest. So at points of the conversation, make sure that you pause and prompt her for a response. It's like you're talk, shine the spotlight on her, zip your mouth, and let her say the next thing. If she doesn't invest, you're not going out on a date. Now, the vibe of this conversation, it's going to be a little bit of rapport building, a little get to know you stuff, but it should be really fun. You should be thinking of sarcastic things to say, ways to tease her, ways to stereotype her, ways to just say off the wall shit and just basically act like a couple of little kids on the phone. If she has a fun enough time with you on the phone, I guarantee you she's going to want to spend time with you in person. Now, if you spend too long talking on the phone, she's got nothing to look forward to get to know on the date. Leave a sense of mystery about you. Don't talk about yourself the whole time. Think about asking her questions. Let her do most of the talking, but you really don't want to talk any much longer than 10 to 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes has lapsed, you want to let her go kind of at the high point of the conversation. You'd be like, you know what? This has been really awesome, but I really got to take care of X, Y, and Z thing. But you know what? We should get together. When are you free to get together? Ask her open-ended. Don't give her your availability, prompt her for hers. Now, before you get off the phone, make sure that you set the day and the time of the date. If you don't do it, you don't have a date set. Now, if you want more help with this kind of stuff, watch the pinned video up at the top of my profile. Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video. Check out my other videos up here.